All right, I'm the flatratemaster, and today we're talking about the Mueller Kueps ball joint separator. Part number on this tool is 609033. Now what this tool comes with is the separator body itself and 3 forks, a 31 millimeter, a 24 millimeter, and a 27 millimeter. Now the great thing about this tool is, you see the little cutouts? Unlike a pickle fork, when you're going into a tie rod end or ball joint, it allows the jaws to come in and push the boot up, and we'll demo it here in a second on the car, but it allows boot to come up so you don't damage it. This is really good for when you're working on aluminum spindles, like I'm going to show you, or parts you want to reuse and not damage the boots. So obviously you have several choices on the forks, and it unscrews to change them out. It's a little tedious on that, I will say that. And one of the things you got to make sure you do is you want this forcing screw centered. If it's cockeyed, probably not going to end well. But if you got it straight like that, it should be good. Now it has a 14 millimeter there, and I think that's a 19 millimeter, but don't quote me. So you've got two options on getting a tool on it, but it's real simple. You stuff it in there, put the tip of the ball joint or tie rod end on there with it, and you twist it, and it pops loose. This has become a go-to tool for, well, a couple people in the shop because I own it. So to give an example, Zach was doing coil extenders on his truck, his truck, and he was wanting to separate the ball joint to get his strut out of there. He used these actually several times because he wound up changing to a different coil spacer, and he's still running the same ball joints. Great tool, very well made, and wicked heavy. I mean, this is not paperweight. This is, if you're not careful, this will knock your teeth out easily. Let's go to the car and remove a tie rod end. All right, so you can see we've got a tie rod end in an aluminum spindle. We don't want to be hammering on that. Yeah, this is a GM, so it's got the extended little tang on it, but again, aluminum, we don't want to be hammering on. And then we're going to take the right size adapter, we're going to squeeze it in there like that, and then we're going to apply pressure with a ratchet. Now this one, of course, I'm filming, comes right out. But the tool is designed with a really nice bevel to come in under the boot and not tear it. Unlike a pickle fork, when you go in like that, as long as you're not hammering it in, you're just going to peel up the boot a little bit and go under it. So it's going to allow you to, not damage it. This is really important when you're not trying to damage a tie rod end to reuse it. And on an aluminum spindle, you definitely don't want to damage it by hammering on it. Great tool for separating tie rod ends. Of course, I'm filming it, so I've got an easy one, but it's kind of how it works. All right, I know it was anticlimactic, but it's all I got in the shop. That's my wife's car, so if something gets messed up, I got to pay for it. It's not a customer's car. And I don't have any tie rod ends needing to be done in the shop, so it is what it is. But that's how it works. it pops them loose easy. I mean, it just puts enough leverage on them and just pops them. Yeah, sometimes you might have to take a hammer and you know, give it a little love tap on the spindle to get them moving, but for the most part, it just works. This is not a cheap tool, but it is a very well-made, well-designed tool. Or you can stick to using the hammer method, and that'll work too. It's up to you guys. I don't like hammering on aluminum, so one of the nice things about it is you got a nice wide base to press on that aluminum. So thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.